Hello, everybody, and we are together here. It's me, Irina Portnova, with Coach Elle, and today we are on another episode of our love connection, talking about love, talking about relationship, and how to have fun and navigate that field of our life with ease and grace. And today our topic is handling conflict and disagreements. And I think this is something that we all go through, right? Because as humans, we are constantly in different emotions and different experiences. And when we talk about conflicts and disagreements, it's part of the process. There is not a single couple. I don't care what you guys watching on the social media, right? That's why I say just always take that information and understand that people only show what they want to show, and it's up to you to use your judgment and figuring out that hey, everybody goes through some kind of issues, and conflicts and disagreements is a part of the process if you're in the relationship.
Yeah, it's
So
part of the relationship. Yes, exactly. Yeah,
So, Al, what comes to you when we are just talking about handling conflicts and disagreements?
yeah. The most I've throughout my work with clients, I think the most important part is active listening,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all about being open to receive and actually listen, because sometimes we jump into the conclusion, or we just wanted to. They say a sentence, and we just like, and then we want to say our own scenarios or our own
Mm-hmm.
story,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't listen, because that and then the conflict, it gets bigger because the assumption, when you don't
Mm-hmm.
really listen truthfully, then you assume what they're telling you or what they're talking about. So
Mm-hmm.
my suggestion would be to really actively listen, and
Mm-hmm.
then answer.
Yes, absolutely. And a lot of people do not know how to do that, right? So I also want to add to actively listening. Also, when we are talking back, we just have to say, I feel this way, right? So this way we are not blaming our partner for something what we want to say, right? So we say, I feel sad or I feel upset, and then we explain why, right? Because a
Right.
lot of times that miscommunication is something
It's
that like really.
you made me feel that way.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly, right? So it's like taking out that blame, and rather just like be there and clarify, just saying like how their behavior or their words made you feel, right? So this way they are gonna be more compassionate towards hearing you out, rather than just being in on that defensive side and ready to attack you, right? Because the best way for the defense is to attack, right? But I have to share something from my personal experience, and obviously UL as well can share something, right? So like in my relationship when I was married, it was just like my ex-husband used to just like pour all that negativity in me. And the way I was dealing with that, originally I was fighting back, because like I'm nice and sweet, but don't step on my toes, because then it's gonna be like you bite me, I'm gonna bite you twice as much. So that's my personality. Like I'm telling you, like like I'm passive aggressive when it comes to that, because my Leo side just showing up, and I'm just like coming from that like cat who is like soft and purring, coming into that furious lion who roars, right?
Right.
So for me, when like we were just arguing, and then I was like, you know what, there is no point to argue. So each time we were like in the conflict situation, I would just leave the room. I would just go upstairs. I would just like shift my focus on something else, because we didn't have that open communication. So there was no like that active listening, or like two-way streets. It was always blame, 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 and like you did this and you did that, and it was like it's all your fault. So for me, like, why would I go through the motions and trying to defend myself? And there was no need for that. So for me, like, the best way to deal with this conflicts was just to go away, just get myself on something, like either listening to the music or watching something, or just because we always can shift our focus, right, from the heated situation to something that like is giving us more life. So that was for me the way to deal with that. But obviously the best is to actually like really sit down and to talk, maybe not at that heated moment, because like I said, like exit out was a great solution for me. Sometimes even something simple as pausing, right, when people are starting to get like really like feeling that there is like tension building up. So the best way is just to pause,
Yeah,
right, before, because we are so prone to react all the time, because that's how we were wired, right? That's how we were all raised up, and that's the way we dealt with our emotions. So when we learn how to pause, and before we react, give ourselves the time to respond, right? And for that, breathing is a good as the exercise. When we take a nice deep breath in through our nose and out of our mouth, a couple of these deep breaths, it just put us back, our nervous system down. We kind of come back to who we truly are, right? And that's it allows us to respond quietly, clearly, rather than reacting. Elle,
yeah.
what do you
I
think
mean,
about it?
that's a beautiful way of doing that. Yes, breathing, because it calms you down, and then you just come back to yourself. And then maybe the other way would be to just say it. We're both getting anxious, we're both getting angry. So maybe the best way to talk about this subject, whatever it is, to
Hmm.
give ourselves some time. Maybe we
Right.
can, I don't know, just come back and talk about it tomorrow morning, or
Hmm.
in a couple of hours, when we're both calm,
Hmm.
and maybe we can write down and write it down, and before, and then give them a note. I mean, there's ways that you can communicate, uh, so you won't be in that situation that is, it's angry, and there is the negative interaction. So try different ways of interacting. As Irina is saying, breathe. See if your partner would breathe with you, and then you both come to that calm place, and then you can speak, or give each other some time off, and come back together in a couple of hours or the next day, and then
Hmm.
talk about it again.
Right.
So,
A-
yeah,
and
ways.
what else comes to my mind is also, you as a couple can develop the strategies that work for you for the future conflicts, right? You could actually make an agreement how you want to handle it going forward, right?
Yes, yes,
And I
right.
think it's important to come back to the situation, maybe not at that heated moment, but in a couple of days later, when like you come down, maybe people like think about the situation through, like how did they act, how they reacted, right? And then come back with a clear mind and say, hey, like, can we have an like some time just to talk about it? Maybe even going for a walk, so make it more pleasant experience rather than just sitting in the room and feeling like I'm just gonna attack you, right? But more like,
Yeah,
let's go for a walk.
fun.
And when you are in that relaxed state of mind, it's easy for you to like be receptive to the other side opinion and the words that they're going to be sharing.
Yeah, movement. The walk
Mm-hmm.
is the best way. Yes, movement calms us down, and maybe that way that we can have a better interaction from our heart, not from that. space of anger. And a lot of times what comes up, it's because of those past experiences. Let's
Mm-hmm.
look at look at it deeper. Why did I get triggered when he or she said, this? Maybe it brings you back to those interactions from the past. Make sure that it's not that, and it's the present moment. And we can talk about it. And even if you can become vulnerable and say, you know what, I became anxious because of my past experience about this and this. It
Mm-hmm.
reminds me of that, but then I know that we are in a different place. Just talk about it and then be vulnerable. That's okay.
You know
So,
what comes to me, Al? Because sometimes people, if they are not used to communicate, I think the best step for them to start from is maybe like to send the message, right, saying, what, look, this was the situation that we had, right, and that's how I felt after that, and like, I just wanted you to know this is how I felt, and I don't like to be in that energy. Let's see how we can actually work on it, right? So
exactly.
sometimes it's easier to text, or maybe, like, write the email, whatever works for you. But just, I invite you not to sit in that energy and constantly be in that victim state, right? If the other person is attacking you, or vice versa, right? But usually, like, let's find that middle ground. Let's talk it out. And if you are not open for the communication because of, like, we are not, everybody's not the same, right? Communication also takes time. At least you can text message your partner, or write even a note. Say, hey, let's go for a walk and let's have a talk. Oh, look at me, I just rhymed. Let's go for a walk and let's have a talk.
That's a good one. Yes.
Yeah, so the idea is just, like, do not allow these emotions to stay with you, because the more you are having these unprocessed emotions and thoughts, the more you start, like, overthinking and thinking again, and how that person hurts you, and how you're feeling, and it's like gonna accumulate, and one day it's gonna burst into something huge. So let's just prevent that. And we do it by taking small steps and figuring out how we can address it and how we can actually talk it out.
Beautiful. Yes. Don't make it to become a resentment in the future.
Hmm.
Yeah. Step by step.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Awesome sauce. And as always, take our tips, try them, and see how they work for you. And we would be happy to hear back from you. But meantime, Elle, what are you having going on so people can connect with you?
Yes, I do actually have an in person retreat coming up on September 21st for people who are here in California. It's going to be in Thousand Oaks, Ventura County. The name of the retreat is Unlock Your Full Potential, Relationship, Health, Body, and Wealth. It's going to be me as a relationship coach, and I have a money coach, health coach, and yeah, two health coaches, body and nutrition. So it's going to be four coaches, 4 hours, and I'm excited. It's going to be in person, so it's
Yeah,
going to
sign up with the link. Yeah, the link is in this video. If you're watching this video, it's gonna be somewhere there.
thank you.
Yeah, so absolutely sign up. And for me, I'm still running. This is my second week of my 30 days lives, where I go live and we are spicing up our manifestation game, where we have these hot sauce sessions, and we dissect little piece by piece the manifestation and how we can actually tune in and attract exactly what we want. So the link is also there. Please tune in, come for my lives. It's daily at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm doing it on my business page. So just tune in and let's have fun and let's manifest miracles, because if we expect miracles, they are coming to us.
Yes. Beautiful.
All the best. Yes, all the best. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for growing with us, learning and becoming the best partner ever for the love and relationship. And we'll see you on the next episode. All the best.
Thank
Bye.
you.